And that was that discussion. We then went on to new business, a potential sale of the Kmart Plaza, which is a subject that we reviewed before. The basic background is that the Kmart Plaza was built pursuant to action by the Airport Commission and the town of Barnstable back in the 60s. And there was a provision for, I think it was a 40-year lease with a 20-year renewal period, something along those lines. And the bottom line is that obviously the rents, which may have seemed reasonable in 1968, let's assume for the moment that they were reasonable in 1968, certainly are quite a bargain at this stage of the game. And that the value of that property has gone up considerably, and there's been some talk about the possibility of selling that particular parcel. And we discussed that as in theory in any event, and discussed what would be required to do that, whether or not we'd have to buy out the existing lease in order to make it palatable for a new buyer, or whether or not a buyer might be willing to take it subject to the existing lease with some sort of an arrangement made. In any event, it was pointed out, I think, by Hank Farnham that the property couldn't be sold without town council approval. And we discussed the thing in some detail. We also went into a possible use for funds that might originate from such a sale. In any event, we're a long ways away from it, but it's something that has come up from time to time. And it was the opinion of certain members of the subcommittee, myself included, that if there is a sale, that we want to make sure that we would like to make sure that the proceeds of the sale go to something that's of permanent value and long-standing benefit to the airport. And that's something that our subcommittee would be very, very interested in. It was left that Hank Farnham was going to discuss possibilities of a sale or a new renegotiation with Paul Niedzwicki, the assistant town manager. And that was pretty much it, so that concludes my report on the real estate subcommittee.
Any questions?